All right, let's talk about one of my employees, Sam. Sam came to us as a student from San Jose State, no experience in taxes whatsoever. And he started where everyone else starts, just entering basic data for a tax return. But Sam didn't stay there. Over 5 years, he became pretty much one of the most important person I had to lean on to help grow the firm. He helped us implement Traction. If you don't know Traction, it is a great book to help really figure out how to operate your business. We implemented that with the help of Sam. He helped build and improve our system that made our whole team better. He trained interns, so there are times where we took interns on during the summer, and he would be one of the main persons to train them. He also caught other people's mistakes before it became a problem. And he was the person that I leaned on when I wanted to test out new ideas. I wanted to figure out what new processes that we should be implementing inside the firm. And he would help me kind of brainstorm it out. We test it out together, figure things out. And, that was an important integral part of how we were able to grow as a firm. And there's this one idea that I had that actually I think kind of changed his life in a way. And that idea was where I wanted to help my clients, like high earning W-2 employees, kind of start a side business or a side hustle where they could start getting some tax savings from having a side business, right? Because as W-2 employees, there's only so much you could do. But having a business, we could start taking home office deduction, mileage, cell phones. So be helping clients figure out what side business that they could handle. And the side business had to be easy to run where it doesn't take much effort on their side, but still a legitimate business. And for me, I was like, okay, if I'm going to recommend starting a side business or a side hustle to a client, I need to know what I'm doing. So I decided to start my own side hustle in a way with the clear intent that, hey, I'm creating this framework. I'm going to create clear instructions on how to create your own side business. And I was thinking, what should we do? And Amazon Seller came up. That's something that I felt like was easy for people to do. It's a good side business. And we ran with it. So I told Sam, hey, you're going to be the main person that runs this. All I'm doing is just funding it, but you're going to pretty much do everything when it comes to starting this Amazon business, doing the selling, and we're going to track everything that you're doing. We're going to write out the clear instructions on how to start and create an Amazon business. So Sam found a product, which was tennis racket shock absorbers. So I don't know anything about tennis, but I remember having a clear discussion with Sam of when he's finding a product, find something that he could relate to, something that interests him. And he plays tennis. Then he thought of the shock absorber. I was like, this is perfect because there were certain criterias that we wanted to meet where, it wasn't electronic, it was small and easy to ship. It was less than $20 that we could sell on Amazon, but the cost should be very minimal to buy. And the shock absorber, the tennis shock absorber, was perfect for that. So he met all the criteria, something that he enjoyed himself because he would use it himself as well. So I told him, okay, let's figure out how to buy it. So he figured out how to buy it on Alibaba, and we did a big order, like $500 worth of shock absorbers. And we went out, took pictures of it, trying to figure all that stuff out. He's the one that listed it. He's the one that packaged it and sold it. So he pretty much did everything. All I really did was just fund it and just kind of approves little things here and there. But he ran it. He did everything for it. So we were able to track everything down. We took the step-by-step instructions on what he needed to do to set up the Amazon account, how to find items to sell, how to take pictures, how to post it. So we created a framework on how to create a Amazon business. And once this framework was already created, I was like, I don't really need to have this business anymore. But I told Sam that, hey, things looks like are still selling. Do you just want to take it over? Like 100%, it will be all yours. He took it and he ran with it. And a few years later, he was making $100,000 in sales a year. All this is because we just randomly wanted to test something out. And he took the opportunity to go and make it even better than what I created with him. So that's who Sam is. You give him something to do, give him a project, he will do it and he will get it done. So when I hired Sam, I promised him this one thing, and I promise this to all my employees that I hire, is that, when you come in when you first start working Alpha B Group, you're going to have a certain set of skill, knowledge, and experience. But my promise to you is that whenever you decide to leave Alpha B Group, whether it's 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, you're going to leave with a lot more experience, a lot more knowledge, and a firm that's going to set you up for success in your next move. I meant it, and I think that Sam's path actually proves it. And the 100K Amazon business was just really a small part of his journey to where he is now after leaving Alpha B Group. Because after he left the firm, he worked at Avalara, which is like the sales tax company. He moved to Uber, and then he moved to KPMG. And now his next big move that he's at right now is OpenAI in their tax department. So he walked into our office as a college student with no experience, and he left with a $100,000 business that he ended up running and this opportunity of a lifetime to work at one of the hottest companies, OpenAI. And I think this story is perfect. It is such an awesome story, and I'm so happy for Sam. And I got more stories from other employees that share their journey when they first started Alpha B Group to when they left, and seeing the vast transformation that they experienced just for working under me and me helping them grow into where they wanted to be.